Hello everyone, welcome to Premier Month. Today we are going to learn about burst method for multiplication. In this method, we usually take tens power as basis. There are 5 different types of burst method based on the numbers we take for multiplication. But the core concept of all these methods are same. So let's work out some examples for all these methods. Before that, please have a look at the rules for these methods. I will tell you these rules in detail when we work out the session. So our first method is numbers above base, numbers above base. We will use tens power as basis. That is, tens power means 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, 1 lakh. So one of this will be your base. Here both 1006 and 1010 both are nearer to 1000. So our base will be 1000. Then both these numbers are greater than 1000. That's why the method numbers above the base. Here you will write like this. That is 1006 is how much greater than 1000? It is 6 greater than 1000. And 1010. 1010 is how much greater than 1000? It is 10 greater than 1000. Now we are going to find out the RHS and LHS of your answer. Here you will get your LHS and here you will get your RHS. LHS means left hand side. RHS means right hand side. So your answer is having left hand side and right hand side. So you are separating LHS and RHS using a slash here. Now your RHS will be 6 into 10. 6 into 10 will be your RHS. That is, your RHS is 6 into 10. That is 60. And your LHS is 1006 plus 10 or 1010 plus 6. Your LHS is 1006 plus 10 or 1010 plus 6. Both are 1060. Okay, both are 1060. 1016 is your LHS. Now second rule, that is both RHS and number of digits in the RHS and number of zeros in the base, that will be same. That is, here you have number of 3 zeros in your base. 3 zeros in your base. Here you have 2 digits in your RHS. 2 digits in your RHS. So you have to equalize the number of digits in your RHS and number of zeros in your base. So you need a 3 digits in your RHS. So I will put a 0 behind the 60 to make it a 3-digit number. So now you have 3 digits in your RHS and 3 zeros in your base. So your answer will be like 1016060. That is both combining LHS and RHS. Here LHS is 1016 and RHS is 060. So combining this, your answer will be 1016060. So next example is 1300 into 1010. Here both 1300 and 1010 both are nearer to 1000. So your base will be 1000. And 1300, which is 300 greater than 1000. And 1010, which is 10 greater than 1000. So your RHS will be 300 into 10, that is 3000. And your LHS will be 1300 plus 10, that is 1310. Now your RHS 3000 has 4 digits and your base 1000 has 3 zeros. So you need 3 digits in your RHS. 3 digits in your RHS, that is 000 will be your RHS term. So the remaining 3 will be carry over to the LHS. remaining 3 will be carry over to the LHS, that is 1310 plus 3 is equal to 1313. So your LHS will be 1313 and your RHS will be 000. So your answer will be like 1313000. Your RHS is 300 into 10 is equal to 3000, but 3 will be carry over, and your LHS is 1300 plus 10, that is 1310. Now 3 will be carry over, that is 1330. So your answer is 1313000. Next is 150 into 120. Now here you know both 150 and 120 both are nearer to 100. So your base will be 100. And 150 is 50 greater than 100 and 120 is 20 greater than 100. Now your RHS will be 50 into 20, that is 1000, and your LHS will be 120 plus 50 or 150 plus 20, that is 170. Here you know 100 has 2 zeros. Your base has 2 zeros, so you need 2 digits in your RHS. So the remaining 10 will be carry over to LHS. Remaining 10 will be carry over to LHS. That means 180 is your LHS and 00 will be your RHS. So your answer will be 18,000. So your answer will be 18,000. Here RHS is equal to 50 into 20 and LHS is equal to 150 plus 20 or 120 plus 50. Both are same, 170. So 18,000 will be your answer. Next is 160 into 140. Both are nearer to 100. So base will be 100. And 160 is 60 greater than 100 and 140 is 40 greater than 100. So your RHS will be 60 into 40, that is 2400, and your LHS will be 140 plus 60 is equal to 200. But your base has 2 zeros. Base has 2 zeros. So in RHS you need 2 digits. So the remaining 24 will be carry over to LHS. Remaining 24 will be carry over to LHS. That means LHS become 224 and RHS become 00. So your answer is 22400. So this is your answer. You know RHS is equal to 60 into 40 and LHS is equal to 140 plus 60 and the digits will be carry over, okay, based on the rule number 2, that is number of zeros in the base will be same as the number of digits in the RHS. So next method is numbers below base. Here both 9650 and 9998 both are nearer to 10,000. So our base is 10,000. Now 9650 is 350 less than 10,000 and 9998 is 2 less than 10,000. In the first method, both the numbers were above the base. Here the numbers are below the base. That is, both these numbers are lesser than 10,000. That's why we use negative symbol. In the first method, both the numbers were above the base. So we used positive symbol. So this concept is same. Just we think about whether the numbers are greater than or less than the base. Here we use the same method, that is 350 into 2, that is 700 is your RHS. But 10,000 has 4 zeros. 10,000 has 4 zeros. So we put a 0 behind 700 to make it a 4-digit number. In the LHS side, we have 9650 minus 2, that is 9648. So in the RHS, we have 350 into 2, that is 0700, and in the LHS, we have 9650 minus 2, that is 9648. Then your answer is 96480700. So this is your answer. It is very simple. Next is 960 into 960. Here both the numbers are nearer to 1000. So our base is 960. Base is 1000. So 960 is 40 less than 1000. So we write it twice because both the numbers are same. So RHS is 40 into 40, that is 1600. But our base 1000 has 3 zeros. So we need 3 digits in RHS. So we carry over the remaining 3 to the LHS. Remaining 1 to the LHS. 960 minus 40 is equal to 920. But 921 plus 1 is equal to 921. This will be your LHS and 600 will be your RHS. So your answer will be 921600. Here you know RHS is 40 into 40, that is 1600, but 1 will be carry over. Then the LHS will be 960 minus 40 is equal to 920. Then plus 1 is equal to 921. The remaining 1 will be carry over to here. So next is 9994 into 9992. Both are nearer to 10,000. So our base will be 10,000 and 9994 is 6 less than 10,000 and 9992 is 8 less than 10,000. So our RHS will be 48, but our base 10,000 has 4 zeros. So we need 4 digits in your RHS. So we put a 0 behind 48. Then 9992 minus 6 is equal to 9986. So your answer is 99860048. So this is your answer. That is your RHS is 6 into 8. To make it 4 digits, we will write it as 0048. Then your LHS is 9992 minus 6, that is 9986. So our next method is numbers above and below bus. We have learned about both the numbers above and both the numbers below the bus. Now we have mixed numbers. Here both the numbers 97 and 117 both are nearer to 100. So our base is 100. 97 is 3 less than 100 and 117 is 17 greater than 100. Here we have mixed numbers because one is above and one is below the bus. In the RHS, you will have negative symbol because 17 into minus 3 is equal to 51. So your RHS has negative terms. You cannot combine this RHS with the LHS. So we should use a different approach. Here 117 minus 3 is equal to 140 is your LHS. 97 plus 17 or 117 minus 3 both are 114. Here 51 has 2 digits and your base 100 has 2 zeros. So your RHS term has 2 digits. So that's okay. But you have negative symbol in your RHS. So you cannot combine RHS with LHS, or you cannot directly subtract RHS from LHS. So you need to multiply your LHS with the base 100. Here base is 100. Then you have to subtract your RHS from it. This is your answer. That is 11400 minus 51. 400 minus 51 is equal to 349. So 11349 is your answer. Here we have learned a rule, that is, when you have negative symbol on your RHS, you need to multiply your LHS with the base. Then you have to subtract your RHS from it. So your RHS is 17 into minus 3 is equal to minus 51. And your LHS is 117 minus 3 is equal to 114. So next is 1040 into 995. Here both the numbers are nearer to 1000. So our base is 1000. And 1040 is 40 greater than 1000 and 995 is 5 less than 1000. So your RHS is negative 5 into 40, 200. And your base has 3 zeros. So you need 3 digits in your right hand side. And your LHS is 1040 minus 5, that is 1035. So when you have negative symbol on your RHS, you need to multiply your LHS with the base. Here base is 1000 minus 200. So this is your answer, that is 1035 000 minus 200. 35,000 minus 200. Here you can write 1035. 1035 minus 1 is equal to 1034 and 1000 minus 200 is equal to 800. So this is your answer. So your RHS is 40 into minus 5, that is minus 200. Then your LHS is 1040 minus 5 is equal to 1035. Okay. So next is 1022 into 996. Your base is nearer to 1000. Base is 1000 because the numbers are nearer to 1000. So 1022 is 22 greater than 1000 and 996 is 4 less than 1000. So your RHS has negative 88 and your LHS is 1022 minus 4 is equal to 1018. So your answer is 1018 into 1000 minus 088 because your base has 3 zeros and you put a 0 here to make it a 3 digit. It's not a problem even if you don't put a 0 here because we are multiplying LHS with the base. But you follow the rules, okay? So 1018 into 1000 minus 88. So this will be 1018 minus 1 is equal to 1017 and 1000 minus 88 is equal to 912. So this is your answer. So your RHS is 22 into -4, that is -88. We will take 0 here. Then your LHS is 1022 minus 4 is equal to 1018. So next is, it's a bigger number, that is 1,30,000 into 99,990. Here you have 5 zeros, that is base is 1 lakh. Base is 1 lakh. And 1,30,000 is 30 greater than 1 lakh, and 99,990 is 10 less than 1 lakh. So your answer, in your answer, RHS will have -300. That is 30 into 10 is equal to 300, -300. And your base has 5 zeros. So you need 00. You need to add 00 behind 300. Then your LHS is 1,30,000 minus 10 is equal to 1,20,000. So your answer is 1,20,000 into 1 lakh minus 300. That is 1,20,000 then into 1 lakh minus 300. Then your answer will be 1,000. This is 20 lakh. 20 lakh minus 300 is equal to 19,99,700. So this is your answer. So our next method is different bases. Fourth method is different bases. Here you can see 95 is closer to 100 and 995 is closer to 1000. But we will take the highest number as base. That is, base is 1000. But you can see 95 is far away from 1000. 95 is far away from 1000. So we will multiply 95 with 10 in order to make it 950. Now 950 is closer to 1000. So here instead of 95 into 995, we are taking 950 into 995. So you have to divide the final result with 10. 950 is 50 less than 1000. Our base is 1000. Then 995 is 5 less than 1000. So in the RHS you have positive because both are negative numbers. 50 into 5 is equal to 250. Our base is 1000. So it has 3 zeros and RHS has 3 digits. So that is okay. Then 950 minus 5 is equal to 945. So our answer is 945 250 divided by 10. That is 945 25. This is your answer. Because we have multiplied 95 with 10. So you have to divide the final result with the 10. Here RHS is 50 into 5 and LHS is 950 minus 5. So next is (108) into 999. This has 100 base, this has 1000 base. But we will take the highest number as the base. So 1000 as the base. But you have to multiply 108 with 10 in order to make it 1080. So our numbers are 1080 and 999. 1080 is 2080 greater than 1000 and 999 is 1 less than 1000. Here RHS is 80 into 1, that is minus 80. In RHS you have negative term. 1080 minus 1 is equal to 1079. This is your LHS. Since you have negative terms in your RHS, you have to multiply your LHS with the base. 1079 into 1000 minus your base is 1000. You have 3 zeros. So you put a 0 here. Minus 080. That is 1079 000 minus 80. That is 1079 minus 1 is equal to 1078. 1000 minus 80 is equal to 920. But you have to divide it with 10 in order to get the answer. That is 107892. This is your answer. Your RHS is 80 into minus 1 and your LHS is 1080 minus 1. So here you have 1079,78920, but your answer, final answer is 1078,920 divided by 10, because you have multiplied the 108 with 10, so you have to divide the final result with 10. Next is 9995 into 84. 9995 into 84. 84 is nearer to 100 and 9995 is nearer to 10,000. So you will take the highest number as the base, that is 10,000. But you have 84. 84 is far away from 10,000, so you will multiply it with 100. So the number will be 8400. So your numbers are 8400 and 9,995. So 8400 is 1600 less than 10,000 and 9995 is 5 less than 10,000. So your RHS has positive 10. 16 into 5 is equal to 80. So 80,000 is your RHS. Your base has 4 zeros. So your RHS has 4 digits. So that's okay. Then 8400 minus 5 is equal to 8,395. So your answer is 8395 8000 divided by 100, because we have multiplied the number, original number with 100. So you have to divide the final result with 100. 839580 is your answer, final answer. Here you have RHS is equal to 1600 into 5 and your LHS is equal to 8400 minus 5. So next is 72 into 990. Here 72 is nearer to 100, 990 is nearer to 1000. So base will be 1000, because of we will take highest number as base. But 72 is far away from 1000, so 72 will be multiplied with 10 in order to make it 720. So our numbers are 720 and 990, and 720 is 280 less than 1000, and 990 is 10 less than 1000. So our RHS will be positive because both are negative. So 2800 is equal to 2800 is the RHS. Our base is 1000 and base has 3 zeros. Base has 3 zeros. So you will take 3 digits. The remaining 2 will be carry over to LHS. That is your base. LHS is 720 minus 10 is equal to 710. 710 plus 2 is equal to 712. So 712 is equal to your 712 is your LHS and your RHS is 800. So your answer is 712,800 divided by 10, because you have multiplied 72 with 10. So you have to divide the final answer with 10. So 71280. This is your answer. Here you have your RHS is equal to 280 into 10 and your LHS is equal to 720 minus 10. But you have to take 800 only because 2 will be carry over, and here you will have 720 plus 2 because it's equal to 720, because you have to carry over the 2 from right hand side to left hand side. So next is 98 into 1005. 98 is nearer to 100 and 1005 is nearer to 1000. So we will take base as 1000. But 98 is far away from 1000, so we will multiply it with 100. We will multiply it with 10. So 980. So your numbers are 980 and 1005. 980 is 20 less than 1005 and 1005 is 5 greater than 1000. So your answer will have negative term, that is 20 into 5 is equal to 100. But your 1000 has 3 zeros and your RHS has 3 digits, so that's okay. And your LHS 980 plus 5 is equal to 985. Here RHS has negative term, so you will multiply 985 with the base 1000, then subtract your RHS from it. So your answer will be 985,000 minus 100, that is 5000 minus 4 is equal to 4900. But your final answer will be divided by term. 984900 divided by 10 is equal to 98490. So this is your answer, and your RHS and LHS term is RHS is equal to 20 into 5 minus 20 into 5, that is minus 100, and your LHS is 980 plus 5 is equal to 985. This is for your clarification. So 98490 is the final answer. Next is fifth method. That is, this is our last method when base is not a power of 10. Here you can see 48 into 48. Both are same number, but it is not closer to 10 nor closer to 100. So if the numbers are nearer to 10's power, it will be easier to calculate the result. So here it is 48. It is near to 50, not near to 100, nor near to 10. So we will take the actual base. We will take the actual base as 100 because we can only take the powers of 10 as base. But here the numbers is closer to 50. So we will consider it as a working base, that is 100 by 2. We will take the base as working base as 50. But the original base is 100, but the working base is 50. In the earlier example, previous method, we have changed the original number. That is, we have multiplied the original number with the 10. Then we divide the final answer with the 10. Because we are changing the original number, we have to reverse the action in the final result with the same number. But here we are changing the base, not the original number. We are taking the numbers as same, but we are changing the base as working base. Here actual base is 100, but our working base is 50. So if you are doing anything on the base, you have to do the same action on the LHS of the answer. That is, if you are doing any action on the base, you have to do the same action on the LHS of the answer. So here 48 and 48. This is your numbers, but we are taking working base. 48 is 2 less than 50 and 48 is 2 less than 50. Write it twice because 48 into 48 is the question. So in your RHS, you will have 2 into 2 is equal to 4 is your answer. But your actual base is 100 and it has 2 zeros. Since your actual base has 2 zeros, you need 2 digits in your RHS. So I put a 0 behind 4 to make it a 2-digit number. And 48 minus 2. 48 minus 2 is equal to 46. But you have performed an action on the original base, that is 100 by 2 is your action. So divided by 2 is your action. So you will perform the same action divided by 2 on the LHS. So our LHS is 23 and RHS is 04. And your final answer is 2304. Your final answer is 2304. So here your RHS and LHS, I will write the term. RHS is equal to 2 into 2 and I will make it 04 because of 2 digits. Then LHS is equal to 48 minus 2 divided by 2 because we have performed an action on the base, division action on the base with the number 2. So you have to perform the same action on the LHS. So this is your RHS and LHS graph. Next is 48 into 52. Here our actual bases both are nearer to 100. Okay, our actual base, original base is 100, but we will take the working base as 100 by 2 because both are nearer to 50. It is far away from 100, but the near base is 100. So we take the actual base as 100 and the working base as 100 by 2 is equal to 50. So our 48 and 52 numbers, 48 is 2 less than 50 and 52 is 2 greater than 50. So our final RHS will have negative terms, that is 2 into 2 is equal to 4, but our base is 100 and it has 2 zeros. So we will put a 0 behind 4 and 48 plus 2 is equal to 50. But we have an action on the base, that is division, divided by 2. So our LHS will be 25 and our RHS will be minus 04. But when you have negative sign on the RHS, you will have to perform a multiplication with the LHS. That is, you have to multiply your LHS with the base and then subtract the RHS to get the result. That is, 2500 minus 4 is equal to 2496. This is your answer. I will write the base and LHS and RHS here. LHS is equal to 2 into 2, that is 0, 4 and negative 0. And RHS is equal to 48 plus 2 divided by 2, that is 25. So this is your LHS and RHS. So next is 57 into 59. Both are nearer to 100. So actual base is 100, but the working base is 100 by 2, because 57 and 59 are nearer to 50. So 57, 59. 57 is 7 greater than 50 and 59 is 9 greater than 50. So your RHS will be 9 into 7 is equal to 63, and 57 plus 9 or 59 plus 7 is equal to 66. But you have performed an action on the original base, so you have to perform the same action on the LHS. So your LHS term will be 66 by 2 is equal to 33, and your RHS term will be 63. So your final answer will be 33, 63. 3368. This is your final answer. So I will write your RHS and LHS terms here. RHS is equal to 7 into 9 is equal to 63, and LHS is equal to 57 plus 9 divided by 2 is equal to 33. Here your base is 100 and it has 2 zeros, and your RHS has 2 digits. I forgot to say that, but it is the same. So next is 395 into 392. Here both are nearer to 400, not to 100, but the base you can take it as 100. Actual base is 100. It is not nearer to 1000, not nearer to 10. It is nearer to 100, but it is actually nearer to 400. But we cannot take it as an actual base because we need 10's power as actual base. So our working base will be 4 into 100 because 395 and 392 are closer to 400. So our working base will be 400. So 395 is 5 less than 400. 395 is 5 less than 400 and 392 is 8 less than 400. So your final RHS will have 8 into 5 is equal to 40. Both are negative, so RHS will be positive. Here 400, your base is, actual base is 100 and 100 has 2 zeros. So 40 is RHS. Then 395 minus 8 or 392 minus 5, that is 387. 387 is your RHS term, but LHS term, but you have performed an action on the base, that is multiplication action on the base. So you have to perform the same action on the base, that is 387 into 4. This is your LHS term. 7 into 4 is equal to 28. 2 carry over. 8 into 4, 32. 32 2 plus 2, 34. Then 3 into 4, 12. 12 plus 3, 15. So 1548 is your LHS term and 40 is your RHS term. So your final answer will be 154840. This is your final answer. Actually, it will take few seconds. You don't have to write all these terms. You just have to write 395 minus 5, 392 minus 8 and write your LHS and RHS term. Find this answer. You don't have to do all these steps. But when you are a beginner, you have to do all these steps. Actually, the steps will take only few seconds if you are expert. So your RHS and LHS term, I will write here. RHS is equal to 5 into 8 is equal to 40 and LHS is equal to 395 minus 8 into 4. Okay. Because we have performed an action, you have to think about these rules. Next is 245 into 246. 245 into 246. Here both 245 and 246, both are closer to 250. But your actual base, I will take it as actual base. You can take it as 100 or 1000. It is 250. So I will take it as 1000. I will take the actual base as 1000. Actual base as 1000. And your working base as 1000 by 4. That is 250. So your working base is 250. Then your numbers are 245. 245 is 5 less than 250 and 246 is 4 less than 250. 5 into 4 is equal to, your RHS is 20, but your base is 1000 and it has 3 zeros. 3 zeros. So you need to add a 0 behind 20 to make it as a 3-digit number. So 245 minus 4 is equal to 241. But we have performed a division action on the working base. So you will perform the same action on the working base, LHS. So our LHS will be 60. You have a fraction 61 by 4 and RHS is 0 to 0. So when you have fraction on LHS, what will you do? You have to multiply the fraction with your base, then add both LHS and RHS. So what will you do? 60 into 1 by 4 into 1000. 0 to 0. That means 4 into 1000 is equal to 250. So 60, 250 plus 0 to 0 is equal to 60 to 70. This is your final answer. So when you have fraction in your LHS, you have to multiply it with base, then add both LHS and RHS. Okay. When you have fraction in your LHS, you have to multiply LHS with the base, then add both LHS and RHS together. So your RHS is like RHS is equal to 5 into 4. We will write it as 0 to 0. Then LHS is 245 minus 4 divided by 4. This is your LHS. But you have fraction in LHS. So you cannot combine both LHS and RHS if you have a fraction or if you have a negative in your respective side. So what will you do? When you have fraction in your LHS, you will multiply it with base and add the both LHS and RHS together. But when you have negative symbol in your RHS, you will multiply LHS with base, then subtract RHS from it. So both are same concept. Just you have to multiply it with base, then add or subtract. This is your answer. 60270 is your answer. Next is 245. Same thing. Same question. Just 1 digit difference. So 245, 247, your actual base is, I will take it as 1000 and your working base is 1000 by 4. That is 250. So what is numbers? 245 is 5 less than 250 and 247 is 3 less than 250. So your RHS is 5 into 3 is equal to 50, but your base is 1000. It has 3 zeros. So you put a 0 behind 50 in order to make it 3 digits. Then 247 minus 5 is equal to 242, but you have to divide it with, divide the LHS with 4 because you have performed an action on the base. So 242 by 4 is equal to 60, 2 by 4 and 014 is your LHS. So 60, 2 by 4 into 1000. To convert the fraction, you have to multiply it with base. So 60, 2 by 4 into 1000 plus 015. That is, this is 500. 60, 500 plus 015. That is 60, 515. This is your answer. Next is RHS is equal to 5 into 3. I will put a 0 behind it. Then LHS is equal to 245 minus 3 divided by 4. So this is your RHS and LHS term. Next is 45 into 42. 45 into 42. Both are nearer to 50. So our actual base is 100 and working base is 100 by 2 is equal to 50. So here 45 is 5 less than 50 and 42 is 8 less than 50. Your RHS is 8 into 5 is equal to 40 and 100 has 2 zeros. So RHS has 2 digits. Then 45 minus 8 or 42 minus 5, that is 37. But you have to perform division action on the LHS because you have performed same action on the working base or the original base. So 37 by 2, 37 by 2 is equal to 18. 37 by 2 is equal to 18. 1 by 2, 40. So that will be like 18, 1 by 2 into 100, 40. So it will be like 18, 50 plus 40, that is 18, 90. 1890 is your answer. So your RHS is 5 into 8 and your LHS is 42 minus 5 divided by 2. Okay. So this is your answer. Next is, okay, we have done all the examples for all these methods, all the 5 methods. So please do all these exercise in base method. It will boost your speed. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe, share and like.